In the busy streets of a Nigerian town stood an old face me I slap you compound. The building was always full because the rent was cheap. Families, students, traders, mechanics, tailor and all civil servants all lived there. The landlord, Mr. Okonkwo, was an old man who rarely smiled. He appeared kind whenever new tenants arrived, but everyone noticed something strange about the compound. No one who lived there ever prospered. Whenever something good or someone got a good job, they suddenly lost it. Whenever a trader started making profit, thief or mysterious problem would ruin the business. Young ladies who were close to marriage would suddenly have their relationship ended. Students who studied hard always failed at the last minute. People blame bad luck, witches from their village, or enemies at work, never suspecting the compound itself. Each room has one unusual object, a small old mirror hanging on the wall. Whenever new tenants moved in, the landlord insisted the mirror belongs to the house. Don't remove it, he always warned. It brings good fortune. Out of respect, nobody questioned him. Years passed. One day, a young couple named Chinedu and Amaka moved into the compound. They were hardworking and full of dreams. Within months, Chinedu lost his promotion. Amaka's thriving fashion business collapsed overnight. They couldn't understand why everything kept going wrong. One evening, the tenants gathered outside discussing their suffering. I have lived here 6 years, one woman cried. Nothing has worked for me. I was once a successful businessman, another man said. Now, I can't even feed my family. Everyone shared the same painful story. An elderly tenant quietly spoke. Have you noticed something? Every room has the exact same old mirror. The compound suddenly becomes silent. They all remember the landlord warning, never to remove it. The next morning, one tenant secretly removed his mirror. That night, he had terrifying nightmares of the landlord laughing while holding his reflection captive inside a dark room. He quickly hung it back out of fear. The tenant realized something spiritual was happening. Desperate for answer, they invited a respected pastor known for praying against evil covenants. The pastor arrived and immediately stopped at the compound gate. He closed his eyes. There is darkness here, he said. This land has been dedicated to evil. As he walked through the compound, he pointed toward the landlord's house. The source is here. The landlord became angry. You have no right to accuse me. But the pastor remained calm. He entered one of the tenants' room. The moment he stood before the mirror, he prayed loudly. In the mighty name of Jesus, every evil altar connected to this mirror catch fire. The mirror shook violently. A loud crack echoed. Then it shattered into hundreds of pieces. At that exact moment, every mirror in every room exploded at the same time. Glass scattered across the compound. The tenants screamed in shock. Suddenly, strange shadows rushed out from the broken mirror, like thick black smoke, before disappearing into the sky. The landlord began shouting, "My kingdom! My kingdom!" His body started trembling uncontrollably. The pastor continued praying, "Every power holding the destiny of these people, release them now!" The landlord cried for mercy, but it was too late. A powerful wind swept through the compound. The landlord suddenly disappeared before everyone's eyes. Only his walking stick remained on the ground. The atmosphere immediately changed. For the first time in years, the compound felt peaceful. Birds sang, children laughed freely, hope returned. Within weeks, miracles began happening. Chinedu received an even better job than the one he had lost. Amaka's fashion business became successful, attracting customers from different cities. The students who had repeatedly failed finally graduated with excellent results. The trader expanded into multiple shops. The woman who had waited years for marriage found a loving husband. Family who had lived in poverty began experiencing unexpected financial breakthrough. News of the miracle spread throughout the compound and town. The cursed face me I slap you compound became known as the blessed compound. The tenants renovated the building together and removed every trace of the evil past. They never allowed another mysterious mirror to hang in any room again. Every year, they gathered to thank God for delivering them from the invisible chains that had held them captive for so long. From that day forward, peace, joy, and prosperity filled the compound, and they all lived happily ever after. Moral lesson of this story: evil may seem powerful for a season, but truth, faith, and unity can break every chain and restore what has been lost.